Well, hello there, people in the internet and hello again. I am TheMBmulti. Welcome to part 51 of my Let's Play Doki Doki Blue Skies. In the previous episodes, we ate lunch with Sayori, which is nice. And we also made food with Natsuki twice. We made the Halloween cookies with Natsuki, and then we made bento boxes with Natsuki. And then we had a sort of an awkward moment. And now we're back at school. Sir? Huh? Oh, Mark, what a nice surprise. What's up? Are you doing anything right now? Technically, no. This is like the one day this week I don't have meetings. Meetings, taxes, and more meetings. The working word sure is a joy. Yeah, I can imagine. Isn't university fun though? It is. Right up until finals. Anyway, I was about to head out, but if you want to talk, then let's talk. Oh, you sure? I just had a couple questions about the homework. Yes, I'm sure. I don't have anywhere to be. Here, take a seat. Sakurai pulls a chair up to his desk, motioning for me to sit in it. Okay, so I know overproduction was one of the causes for the stock market crash. What was the other one? Let me answer your question with a question. Have you been taking notes at all? I know you're supposed to be honest with teachers, but how exactly do you tell them you haven't been taking notes? Your silence speaks volumes, Mark. I begin to sink down in my seat. Sakurai just chuckles. Don't worry, Mark. I know how boring taking notes is. I was a high schooler once too, you know? Of course, if you develop a habit of not taking notes, you'll be likely... What? You'll be like me and barely end up graduating on time. You almost failed? Are you kidding me? I was almost failing my entire third year. I finally learned how to take good notes in university. That was the hard way. Though. Trust me. It's better to learn now than to learn in the real world. You want me to slow down a bit? Will that help? What? No, the pace is perfectly fine. I'm just a bit lazy. I can relate to that too much. Another shared laugh. Now, to finally answer your question, the main reasons the stock market crashed was overproduction and installment buying. It's like credit cards, yeah? Precisely. Anyway, the stock market crashed on October 29th, 1929, also known as... And that's pretty much why the 1930s were such an unstable decade. Does it all make sense? Yeah, it does. Thank you, sir. The clarity is much appreciated. All good. I'm always happy to help students, especially when they take the initiative to see me after lessons. It happens less than you think. Anyway, I've got to get going. See you tomorrow. Have a good day, sir. With that, I take my bag and head for the literature club. I know Natsuki is probably going to be mad that I'm late, but I'd say it's worth it. I'm starting to really like Sakurai. He's the first teacher I've ever really connected with. I like the guy, and it seems he likes me too. At least I hope so. Opening the door to the literature club, I see Yuri, Sayori, and Monika at the front of the room. Natsuki isn't anywhere to be seen though. Hey guys. Hi Mark. Hey Mark, you're a bit late today. Something come up? Oh yeah, Oh hi. There you are. Where were you? Natsuki's sudden interjection startles me. Jeez, where did you come from? The closet, duh. Where did you come from? I was just talking to a teacher. About? Homework? Natsuki eyes me suspiciously. What's that look for? You know what it's for. No, I don't. Natsuki shakes her head and walks back into the closet. Hey, I'm serious. Sure. Where exactly do you think I came from then, huh? Well, I think that... Uh-oh. Rush over to the closet, trying to figure out the source of the crash. To my surprise, I see ceramic pieces scattered all over the floor. Is that... What was that noise? Monika calls from the other... Oh, was that Monika? Yeah, that was Monika. I thought it was me. It starts with an M, so it's like, oh, is that me? What was that noise? Monika calls from the other side of the room. It was Yuri's tea set. Oh no, Natsuki! Don't you dare! The rest of the girls rush over to the closet. Monika and Sayori both look nervous, and Yuri, I'm not sure how to describe her face. She looks absolutely devastated, yet she seems about 3 seconds away from murdering Natsuki. Yeah, that seems about right. I can see her fist tighten with every passing second. Yuri, I'm... Natsuki averts her eyes. It was an honest accident. I'm sure it was. There's a sort of restrained quality to Yuri's voice, like she's holding something back. That tea set cost 6,800 yen. Yuri pauses and I can almost hear her grinding her teeth. And if you don't mind, I'd like for you to pay for it. Are you kidding me? I don't have that kind of money. Well, then you should have been more careful. Yuri has a fire in her eyes now, comparable only to the argument on my second day in the club. Natsuki doesn't look like she's backing down though. This is gonna get ugly. Hey, I said I was sorry! If I remember correctly, you said it was an honest accident. There was no mention of an apology. Fine then, I'm sorry. There, you happy? Yuri scoffs. Just what I'd expect from someone as egotistical and narrow-minded as you. It's never your fault, is it? It's always the other person who is at fault. It's their wrongdoing, not yours. We stand here and admit my achievement, not yours! Sorry. It was an honest mistake. I said that, did I not? Or were you not listening? Natsuki clenches her fist and Yuri's stare becomes even more icy. They're really going at it, aren't they? The last time I interjected on the argument was at the festival. So I think it's best if I step this one out. Was I not listening? My goodness, your self-centered arrogance knows no bounds. I'm sorry, just Yuri's, I don't know what it is with Yuri's insults, but they're so creative, I guess, like in the way they're worded. All I asked for was an apology, and for you to repay me for the tea set. And yet you treat me like this is for simply asking for reparations. Face it, you are a spoiled, egotistical brat. I don't have 7,000 yen. Why am I the bad guy for not being rich? Excuse me if my parents aren't rich. The fire in Yuri's eyes dims slightly when Natsuki mentions her parents. Oh yeah, fuck Jesus. She shrugs it off and the fire erupts again, more intense than before. Why is it so hard for you to apologize? Even when you're blatantly at fault, you still struggle to admit it. Instead, you throw the blame onto others because you're too immature to apologize like a normal human. I'm immature? I was the one who started the whole argument just because Mark didn't like my poetry. Looks like we've come full circle. Great! You still hung up on that? My goodness. You're insecure about your poetry? Shut the hell up! Stop! Sayori's sudden interjection startles everyone in the room. Come on guys, please! You guys arguing is what's tearing this club apart. I hate it when we fight. I love you guys and seeing this is just... Sayori begins to tear up. Can we please stop? Yuri, I know you're mad that Natsuki broke your tea set. And Natsuki, I know you're mad that Yuri is mad. Yeah, Natsuki doesn't really have any reason to be mad. But why do we always argue with each other? We're friends, why can't we act like this? Why can't we act like it? Natsuki and Yuri look at the ground ashamed. So Yuri sits still, trying fruitlessly to suppress her tears. Monika walks up behind her and places a reassuring hand on her shoulder. After what seems like an eternity, Natsuki finally speaks. Yuri, I'm sorry. I am really. It's just... money is kind of a sensitive topic. Yuri looks up, meeting Natsuki's gaze. I understand. Perhaps we could divide the cost 50-50. You're willing to do that? Yuri nods. Yeah, 50-50, that sounds good. I'm sorry for being mean, I didn't mean it. I must apologize as well. I lost my temper and lashed out at you. I hope you can forgive me. You're forgiven, Yuri. As are you, Natsuki. See? This is so much better. I'm glad you guys could work things out. It makes me happy. So Yuri grabs Yuri and Natsuki, putting them into a tight group hug. That's enough, Sayori. Natsuki pulls away from the group, rubbing her neck. Jeez, you almost choked me to death. Haha, sorry. I guess I got a bit carried away. There's no need to apologize, Sayori. Your heart was in the right place, and that's what matters. I can't help but smile to myself at how quickly the fight was broken up. Well, first glance, you'd think the apologies were insincere, but nah. The way I see it, well, Yuri and Natsuki butt heads every now and again. Isn't it every now and again? Oh, whatever. I don't think there is any real ill will between them. Yeah, in the heat of the moment, stuff gets said. Stuff that makes the hostility seem more exaggerated than it actually is. But if my time with Natsuki has taught me anything, yeah, she can be intimidating, but she can also be all bark and not much bite. Anyway, with people like Sayori around, you can always rest easy knowing that any fight will be quickly dealt with. Either way, the club is at its best when it's just us having fun, like the Halloween party. Seeing everyone getting along puts a smile on my face. Alright, someone needs to clean this up. Mark, you do it. What? Why me? Because I don't want to do it. The girls share a chuckle. I really don't feel like arguing, especially after all that. Fine. I was joking, Mark, I can do it. That's alright, Natsuki reaches into the closet and pulls out a broom. I'm doing it. Alright then. Go right ahead. Natsuki begins cleaning up the tea set, while the rest of the girls go back to their usual business. Guess I'll read for a bit. What else is there to do? Okay. Interesting. But yeah, what the hell, Sayori? That tea set must have been there for... ever. How the hell did you manage to fuck it up now? Well, that just about wraps things up, doesn't it? Good meeting today, guys. There's a lot of good discussion. I'll see everyone on Monday. Enjoy the weekend. With that, the girls and I begin to pack up. Natsuki and I had decided to make walking... what? No, come on. Why? I want to walk home with Sayori. She goes in a different direction. Why the hell am I walking with Natsuki? It's nice spending time just being... Yeah, I can't help but... Yeah, exactly. Can't help but think about what Sayori said back in September about all this. I forgot how I... Oh, no, I didn't. I would still walk with Sayori. And I still will walk with Sayori. I'm gonna do everything in my power to make that happen. But regardless if I was keeping my word or not, Natsuki will... I don't care! Yeah, I don't care! Who the fuck cares if I break my promise? That's not the right set of mind to have character in the game. And again, she was walking in the complete opposite direction from the school last time, so how the hell are we walking together? How are we walking home together? How the hell is that even possible? Hey, can you hurry up? Hold on, I'm almost done. How hard is it to pack your stuff? Harder than you'd think. So why did I finish before you, huh? You're a first year, you can't talk. Natsuki jabs me in the arm. I expected as much. I've learned that if you make a joke about Natsuki's height, age or manga taste, you're getting smacked in some way or another. Of course, I prefer it when it's used in a joking manner. Ow! You deserved it. Did I though? Natsuki rolls her eyes at me. You're an idiot. No, you're an idiot. No. To quote the guy from Counter-Strike Source, no. And that is from CSGO. I finally finished packing up and joined Natsuki at the door. See ya! Natsuki waves at the girls and I do the same. Bye guys! Yuri and Sayori wave in silence. I notice a sort of sad smile on Sayori's face! That is because I broke my fucking promise and because I'm going to walk with Sayori right now. That smile ingrains itself in my brain and Natsuki and I start for her house. Did she want to walk home with me? Is that it? If so, then I just ditched... Yeah, I did! You did! I didn't, because I still wanted to do that. Yeah, feel bad, asshole. I didn't see say... Because she doesn't want to make it awkward, because I was already walking home with Natsuki. That's why. Was she just too shy? Maybe she didn't want to hurt Natsuki's feelings. Both, but primarily the latter. Why a lot of things? Ugh. Hey, you good? Natsuki's finger snaps right in front of my face. Huh? Oh, yeah, sorry. Natsuki eyes me suspiciously. I was just thinking about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, I've been trying to hang out more, like we used to. So, you know. Yeah, sure. Huh? Is this frustration written over her face? Was it because I mentioned hanging out with Sayori? Yeah, probably. I have an idea, she'll love this, or I doubt it. Hey, Natsuki, what? You wanna hang out at the library? Depends. On? Suddenly Natsuki stops dead in her tracks. We're right near her house. I wonder what's got her attention. There's nothing out of the ordinary from what I see. There's a car in her driveway, but that's it. Yeah, let's go to the library. Natsuki makes a 180 and begins walking in the opposite direction. I trail behind her. I will question her further, but she seems irritated, or something. Pushing Natsuki never ends well. Do you have that volume of Red Autumn? Oh crap, sorry, I totally slipped my mind. They'll have it at the library, I'm sure. Yeah, but the library copies are all torn up and worn. Yours aren't. Well, I take care of my manga, unlike those low-life savages. You could say that again. The first novel in the series is always most worn, because people who've never handled manga in their life will take it out trying to get into it. And then they'll read it left to right. Amateurs. Tisk. Oh, well, that's... Well, actually, hang on a minute, what the hell? And then they'll read it left to right. Do you mean like as in from cover to cover, or do you mean like you're not supposed to read it from left to right? You needed to read from right to left in Japan or something? What? Oh well, whatever, it doesn't matter. It works both ways anyway. Tisk. Natsuki and I can't help but laugh. Ah, here we are. Let's get inside already, I'm freezing. It's not that cold. Just the guy with a full-on winter jacket. This is a very comfortable jacket, I will have you know. And yes, it is very well insulated. As we walk into the library, we pass a bunch of vending machines. One machine in particular catches my eye. Ooh, coffee. We could go for some right about now. Coffee? Well, at least you don't drink tea. What's wrong with coffee? What? Well, at least you don't drink tea. Tea is better than coffee, Natsuki. It's just that my character likes coffee, because coffee is fucking disgusting. Yeah, it's too bland. You need to add like a million different kinds of things to make it taste good. No, that's not true. You need to add a million kinds of different things to make it tolerable, and then it's still disgusting. That's why tea is superior. I prefer hot chocolate, that's better. Respectable choice. Hot chocolate is good, but I like the caffeine. And yeah, black coffee is disgusting. No, coffee, period, is disgusting. People who drink it are probably psychopaths. Natsuki laughs. That seems about right. Here, I'll get us a table, you can get your coffee. Natsuki walks off, leaving me alone at the machines. What to get? Coffee sounds good right about now. The machine is being slower than usual, so Natsuki manages to find the seat and come back before I have my coffee. We're right over there. Natsuki points to the table at the other end of the room. Got it. Coffee in hand, I walk over to the table and plop my stuff down. Natsuki joins me shortly thereafter. What kind of coffee did you get? French vanilla with cream and sugar, you know, the usual. What kind of coffee do you drink? I'm a fan of caramel, to be honest. Caramel? Like coffee with caramel sauce or caramel flavored coffee? What's the difference? I just said the difference. Yeah, whatever. It tastes the same anyway. Well, there's probably a slight difference. Can it, Mr. Coffee Expert? Fine, I'm just saying. Natsuki rolls her eyes. You're about 2 seconds away from getting smacked. Oh yeah? Let's see then, shorty. Shut up! I laugh, but Natsuki doesn't. Oh, I may have struck a nerve there. I should probably apologize. Alright, that was a bit far on my part, my bad. Natsuki's death glare tones down a bit, but she still seems agitated. Are you really that self-conscious about your height? Natsuki averts her eyes, staring out the window at the falling snow. There was no snow before, what the hell? The stillness of the library only works to make the air even more tense. After what seems like an eternity, she sighs and turns back to me. Her gaze shifts to the ground, still not meeting mine. Yeah. It's like... She shakes her head. I don't know. I don't know why I'm self-conscious, or why I should be, but I am. I'm only a first year, but I'm still one of the smallest girls in the school. It's... Once again, she turns to look out the window. Ah, you wouldn't understand. Sorry. I do get where you're coming from, though. Well, if it's any consolation, anyone who think less of you because of your size is a complete idiot. You're a great person, Natsuki. Well, I beg to differ on that. You're a great poet and even better cook. That's true. I agree with that. I'll tell you why it doesn't change any of that. That's also true. She turns around, looking me in the eye. Do you really mean that? Of course I do. You know why? Why? Because it's the truth, that's why. Once again, Natsuki averts her gaze. She has a facial expression that I can't quite make out the meaning of. We both sip our respective drinks in silence. Suddenly, I have an idea. Yo, Natsuki! Yeah? Can I see your hot chocolate? She raises an eyebrow as she tightens her grip on the cup. Why, exactly? I have an idea, trust me. Reluctantly, Natsuki... Oh, I wish Sayori was here! Natsuki slides her hot chocolate across the table. I take the cap off and begin pouring in my coffee. Hey, what are you doing? Natsuki snatches her cup back, causing me to spill some coffee on the table. What the heck was that for? Try it. I motion to her cup. Ugh. Reluctantly, she slowly raises the cup to her lips and takes a sip. Her eyes quickly widen. Holy crap! Is it good? She hands me the cup, and I take a swig. Wow, this is actually much better than I thought it'd be. I'm a genius! I doubt you're the first person to combine coffee and hot chocolate. Hey, you never know. Natsuki rolls her eyes, taking back her cup. Hey, excuse me, this is my drink. I'm not sharing. Oh, come on, please? Please? There's no need to beg. Natsuki nods her head. Go get your own drink. I have my own drink. Then why do you want mine? Yours is hot chocolate. Ah, so you have to admit hot chocolate is better than coffee. Crap. I told you so. Hey, I keep rubbing it in. I will, thank you. All that sugar's going to your head, isn't it? God, you sound like my dad. You must drink hot chocolate often then. Yeah, I wish. My dad is a stickler about food. It's so annoying. My dad's the same way, at least he was. Oh? I'm sorry, I guess. Huh? Oh, no, it's not bad, he's not dead. Well, what the hell? You immediately pick it up like this, but when you're with Yuri, it takes like 5 months before you can pick up on Yuri's hints? What the fuck? Hello, is this the same guy? Well, technically not, because we're in a different timeline, technically. But whatever, like, what? How the hell do you pick up on this, like, instantly? But when it's with Yuri, when Yuri drops even more obvious hints than that, it's like, he takes like months to fucking to pick up on that bullshit. The hell? Like, Yuri wasn't even being that suspicious about it. The fuck? Our parents are divorced, that's all. Oh, okay. That's why my mom is never home. She's always out on business trips nowadays. I pretty much live by myself. Lucky, I'd kill to live alone. It's not as glamorous as it seems. It actually gets pretty lonely. Yeah, you said something about that before the festival. Is that why? Pretty much. I've always been sort of a loner. It's not that I'm not a special person. It's just I never really felt like making friends, you know? Yeah, I understand. Sayori was like my only childhood friend. And even then we drifted apart. Joining the literature club was actually a pretty big step for me. Didn't Sayori like drag you to the club or something? Nah, I joined willingly. And I get to hang out with you. So I'd say it was worth it. Natsuki's cheeks suddenly turned a bright color of red. Yeah, sure, whatever. You're really nice. Ha, thanks, I try. Thank you for that. No need to thank me. Really, it's my pleasure. Pleasure. Oh, before I forget. What was up with Yuri's tea set? That's... Oh, don't remind me. It was an honest accident. But she just overreacted, like she always does. No, she didn't, but okay. Well, not always, actually. Now that I think about it. What are you saying, exactly? I don't know, I was just thinking about it, and I realized that Yuri and I really started to not like each other around the time when you joined. Yeah, I noticed that too. What, you knew Yuri before the club? Oh no, not that. I was just saying I noticed that you two started fighting when I joined the club. Yeah. I've never understood Yuri. She's always been kinda arrogant. Oh, if there's only one arrogant person here, it is the fucking girl that I'm looking at, Natsuki. What the hell? Yuri is the least arrogant person. Well, maybe Sayori is the least arrogant person, but Yuri is, if Sayori is the least one, Yuri is a very close second. The fuck? Especially by literature. It's always annoyed me, but I never brought it up. Except for that one time, but that's just because she ticked me off. I don't like just going up to people and saying stuff like that. I only do it when they make me mad, you know? Yeah, I've noticed that about you. Although I'm still curious why Yuri acted differently after I joined. I talked to Sayori and she said she noticed it too. She probably has a crush on you. Wait, really, you think? I mean, probably. Why, do you have a crush on her? Yes. I mean, no, not really. I do not have a crush. I do have a crush, but it's not her. She's nice and all, just not my type. She is. She is. She 100% is. So you do have a crush. Who is it? I'd rather not say. Ah, fine. Keep your secrets. Fucking Lord of the Rings reference again. I'll find out eventually. Sure. The conversation trails off and Natsuki and I go back to our respective novels. Also, why the hell is Yuri being antagonized so much? Just because this is the Natsuki route doesn't mean you have to antagonize Yuri like that. When I was in the Yuri route, the whole point, I was being super nice to Natsuki the entire time. And I even encouraged Yuri to be friendly to her, because Yuri wanted to be friends with her. Like, the fuck? Yuri and also Sayori, but in this case we're only talking about Yuri. Yuri is just fucking 50 million times better than you, Natsuki. I can't wait until I'm done with this route. So I can go back to another mod, so I can go on another Yuri or Sayori route. So Natsuki is just 100% not my type. It is ridiculous how much she is not my type. It's pretty dark outside. I look outside the window, staring at the glowing... Why the hell is there no city? I thought this library was like in the middle of the city. Why the hell is there like no... Is this library like high up in the sky or something? Or what? I look outside the window, staring at the glowing moon. Yeah, it is. Jeez, it's only 6. That's winter for you. The best season ever, by the way. I'll be handing out. Are we making more bentos this Sunday? Yeah, definitely. Sounds good. I'll see you then, Natsuki. See you, Mark. We wave goodbye and head off to our respective homes. Wow, this sounds dramatic. Triple dot. Ugh, my head. I do not feel good today. It feels like there's someone pounding the inside of my skull with a hammer. Not just that, but I'm covered in sweat and my nose is clogging up to no end. I really should call Natsuki and cancel for today, but I'm in no shape to go out. You've got to be kidding me. I reluctantly drag myself out of bed and walk to the door. As soon as I open it, I see Natsuki's facial expression change. Oh jeez, what's up with you? I'm sick, if you couldn't tell. My voice is extremely raspy. It sounds like I've been smoking for 20 years. You should... A sneeze interrupts me, causing Natsuki to take a step back. You should probably just head home. I'm in no condition to go shopping for stuff. Sorry. You... She quivers. Her lips are... She quivers her lip and averts her gaze. I feel terrible for cancelling, but I really am not feeling good at all. Which sucks. Big time. Well, maybe I could go out shopping and bring some stuff so we could make the bentos. I don't know, Natsuki. I'm just gonna call her Natsuki. First of all, if I'm on a nickname base with anyone, it's either Sayori or Yuri, and not Natsuki. And also I find Nat a very crappy nickname for Natsuki, so I'm just gonna call her Natsuki every time this comes up. I don't know, Natsuki. Are you sure you'd be alright with that? I might just get you sick. It's fine. I don't care. Ow. God, I can't even focus with this headache. If you want to, then I won't stop you. There's some money in my coat pockets. Would you mind getting me some headache medicine? I'm pretty sure that I'm all out. Yeah, sure. Alright, I'm going back upstairs. I watch as Natsuki fishes through my coat closet, and as I walk back up to my room. Actually, better idea, I'm gonna take a shower. I'll be back soon. Bye. My voice finally gave out, so my goodbye was barely audible. With a silent sigh, I take off my clothes and turn on the shower. Ah, much better. I read somewhere that soaking in a bath also helps with headaches. While I doubt there's science behind that claim, oh fuck! I doubt there's science behind that claim. I'm sure that misclicking is still going to happen all the time when you have a headache. I'm sure that the placebo will make me feel a bit better. As the bath runs, my mind turns to the person who's been dominating my thoughts for a long time now. I feel incredibly grateful for how lucky I am to be on good terms with her. Talking to Natsuki is hard in itself. She's a very closed off person in most situations. Also, it's not true that Natsuki's fitting my thoughts most of the time. It's Yuri and Sayori. In general, but now especially. About Natsuki, you have to choose your words carefully, because if you say the wrong things, she'll get mad at you. Like, how would that be fun for anyone? Not only did it annoy the crap out of me, I've dealt with a couple of people like her before, and I always felt it was a chore to try. Yeah, exactly. Not with her. How? Why? I think she's worth the effort? How? What? Well, at least the bath looks ready. Wasn't I gonna take a shower? What the hell? The water's pretty hot, so I ease into it. Yeah, I was gonna take a shower before, right? Yeah, I turn on the shower. The fuck? And now I'm suddenly taking a bath. Alright. The water's pretty hot, so I ease into it relatively slowly. Once I'm completely in, I sink down into the tub, letting my headache slowly fade away. Before I knew it, I'm out cold. What the fuck? Triple dots, triple dots, triple dots, triple dots. Huh? What was that? Mark, I'm back. Oh, of course. Either I was out for a while or Natsuki's a really fast shopper. I guessed both. I attempted to respond, but my voice is still shut, so nothing comes out. Guess that means I have to go down and greet her. Don't put any clothes on, just go down. Just step out of the bath and go down, like it's the most normal thing in the world. Oh well, it was time for me to get out anyway. The water's lukewarm now and my fingers are pruny. I rise out of the tub and begin draining the water as I dry myself off. Luckily, I left my clothes on the bathroom floor, so I don't have to walk to my room naked. Suddenly I hear footsteps coming up the stairs. Mark? Natsuki sounds like she's right outside the door. 1 second! Jeez, you sound horrible. I got you medicine. You better take it. With that, I hear Natsuki walk downstairs, presumably towards the kitchen. Aggressive guitar solo commences. As I walk into the kitchen, I notice a few shopping bags resting on the counter. Of course, the medicine. Natsuki is over by the stove, placing her pot on the heater. Here, I'm gonna make you lunch, since I don't want you coughing all over the bentos. Go sit down or something, I got this. I give Natsuki a meager thumbs up. Oh yeah, and your medicine is in the bag. Take it with some water or something. I nod as I dig through the bags of groceries in search of my medicine. Eventually I find it, and to my dismay, it's a liquid sore throat medicine. You know, the kind that tastes absolutely terrible. I consider whether or not I should throw it away and just live with being virtually mute for like a week. Ah, screw it. Screw it. Blew it. In one swift motion, I pour out a serving size and down it as fast as possible. Wretch! Oh, that tastes horrible. I need water, fast. I rush over to the cabinets and pull out a glass, quickly filling it up and drinking it. That bad? I can only nod. Natsuki rolls her eyes and goes back to cooking. Once I've rid my mouth of the taste as much as I can, I go into the living room and lay down on the couch. Ouch, looks like my headache came back. Ugh. Here, take this. What is it? It's water, duh. Oh, thanks. I sit up and gratefully take the cup from her and watch as she saunters back into the kitchen. Ah, that's better. With a content sigh, I flop back onto the couch and reach for a manga novel lying on the coffee table nearby. About 15 minutes pass before Natsuki comes back into the living room. She's carrying up 2 bowls and spoons, which she sets down on the table. Here, I made us miso soup for lunch. That's funny, I just read about that before, a few days ago. And I was also planning on making it this weekend actually, so that's pretty interesting. I think it'll help with your throat. Ah, thanks. I'm gonna get some more water. Before I can set up, Natsuki snatches the cup out of my hands. I can do it. Alright then. Wasting no time, I dig into the soup. That hits the spot. Natsuki returns with a full glass, which I immediately take another large swig from. Is your throat that bad? Yeah, it hurts. I can tell, you sound like an old man. I jokingly elbow Natsuki. Hey! What, you do it to me all the time. Shut up. I can't help but laugh. So we're not making bentos, right? Not today, no. Natsuki averts her gaze. She has a sort of melancholic expression on her face. Yeah, sorry about that. I know how much you enjoy cooking together. Don't word it like that, dummy. I'm thankful you're doing all of this for me, though. You're a good friend. So are you. Nothing. Alright. Natsuki and I eat our miso in silence. For once, however, it's not an awkward silence, more just peaceful silence. It's like we don't need words to understand each other. I didn't have any breakfast, so I finished my soup relatively quickly. Natsuki does as well. Clearly, I'm not the only hungry one here. There's still more soup if you want. Yes, please. My voice has changed from being raspy to just being very low. Like maybe an octave lower. Crazy what illness can do to you. Natsuki returns once more with another bowl of soup for each of us. Once again, there's a comforting silence as we eat our soup. I can tell she is disappointed about us not being able to make bentos this week. Suddenly I get an idea. Hey Natsuki? Yeah? So I've been thinking. How about next weekend we make bentos at your house? You know, to switch it up a bit. No! Her outburst causes me to raise an eyebrow. I know by now I shouldn't impress her, but, well, I've always been curious to her home life, as she's alluded to it before. Like when she mentioned money was a sensitive topic. Ah, to hell with it, sometimes you just gotta throw caution to the winds. Anytime when I hear or read caution to the winds, and it reminds me of that picture where there's like one of those, you know, those like black and, those red and white plastic tape lines that the police put up, you know, when it's like a crime scene or whatever. There's like a picture of that red and white tape hanging out in a tree with a lot of wind going on, and then the comment underneath saying, it looks like somebody threw caution to the winds. And anytime after that, when I see, hear or read caution to the winds, I have to think of that picture. Why not? Natsuki, I said no! Sorry, it's... She rests her head on her hand. She rests her head on her hand and sighs. Listen, this doesn't leave this room, okay? Her voice suddenly became very monotone and serious. Okay, you have my word. Thank you. My dad... It's hard to explain, but it all started when I was 12. My mom and dad, they used to run a shop together downtown. I actually used to work in it with them. It was fun for a while, but then my mom and dad had a huge fight. Mom was fed up with him, so she left, went off to Europe or something, I don't know. Dad, he was never the same. Mom was such a huge part of him. She was his rock, and now she was gone. He never got over it. By now Natsuki has begun to tear up. I'm tempted to wrap my arms around her, but I'm too shocked to move. Well, also I'm sick, so like I would be hesitant to do that because I'm super sick. All I can do is listen. Natsuki suppresses her cries and continues talking. He's always stressed now, always trying to keep the store running. We almost never see each other. Money was always sort of a problem, but it got so much worse after Mom left. Nowadays there's almost nothing in my house to eat. I rarely eat. Natsuki! I don't want to stress out my dad by having a boy over. I'm not gonna do that to him. Natsuki's lip quivers, and finally the dam breaks and she begins crying. Instinctively I wrap my arms around her. Hey, it's alright, it's alright. Let it all out, Natsuki. It's alright, I understand. After all, my own parents are separated too. I'm here for you. Sick, but I'm here for you. Natsuki, taking me at my word, wraps her arms around me and sobs into my shoulder. I feel as if I should say something, but what do you say in a situation like this? What else is there to say besides I'm here for you? Nothing, that's what. I know that well enough from personal experience. Empty optimism does not comfort you. There's nothing to comfort you, that's what it says. So that's all I can say right now, as much as I wish I could do or say more. Eventually her grip loosens, and we let go of each other. Thank you. Of course, Natsuki. Anything for you. Once again, our gazes meet. My mind is moving on like a mile a minute. Those beautiful pink eyes. Natsuki, Wait. No, this is all wrong. What? Nothing. Just a stupid question. Alright. I'm gonna get some more soup. Be right back. Before she can nod, I'm already headed for the kitchen. Jesus, that was too close. What were you thinking, Mark? Trying to confess to Natsuki while she's like this? You idiot. This would be the worst time. And it's also the worst girl you should do it to Sayori or Yuri. This is a strange situation, that's for sure. It feels like it just came out of nowhere. I knew she had problems at home, but this? It's impossible not to feel overwhelmed. One thing's for sure, I'm definitely going to have to be cautious. Saying the wrong thing, jeez, I don't even want to imagine the consequences. Just don't act dumb. Hey. You didn't get any soup, did you? Huh? Oh, I guess that must have slipped my mind. Your bowl is on the table. A quick glance at the table confirms the notion that I went to get soup without a bowl. Oh, Natsuki suddenly stands up, her glance averted away from me. I'm gonna go. Wait! What? Natsuki's fiery gaze makes my mind go blank. Just as I gather my thought, Natsuki heads for the door. Wait, Natsuki, listen! She stops and turns back to me. We're good friends, right? Well, since we are, I just wanted to say, if you need anything, feel free to come to me, alright? Alright. I'm taking the rest of the soup. See ya. Before I can say a word, Natsuki rushes out the living room. Bye. I stand there, still awestruck. It's only once I hear my front door slammed shut that I finally sit down. 1,000 questions begin to race through my mind. A sudden resurgence of my headache temporarily takes me out of my trance. I try to stand up and get more medicine, but another surge of pain forced me back onto the couch. With everything else drowned out by the pain, I'm left with one question. I know for a fact I like Natsuki. My condolences, man. You chose the wrong I'm so sorry for all the Natsuki fans out there that think she is the best character in the game, but I just don't. I'm so sorry. She slightly redeemed herself in the side stories in Doki Doki Plus, but other than that, no. It's just no. She's just definitely, by far, not my type. Sayori is way cuter than her, and I have a much more of a understanding / connection with Yuri. And even Monika, even I haven't been able to spend any time with Monika so far, but even Monika seems like a more my type of person that I would hang out with. I mean, of course, it doesn't take away the fact that it's very horrible what's happening in her life, but you know. Because that's still terrible. It's not like I don't like Natsuki, so I don't care what happens. No, it's still like nobody deserves to go through something like that. Even someone that I don't like as much as Natsuki. But that doesn't automatically make me like her immediately. You know, it still makes me sympathize because like, that sucks for you, you know. But it doesn't automatically make me like her all of a sudden. Do we really want to deal with something like that? How do you even deal with something like... Well, I've dealt with something way worse than that. Well, way worse. Depends the way you look at it, but, you know. Well, then again, Sayori wanting to kill herself? I think you could consider that way worse. And I'm pretty sure you could consider Yuri's self-harm also way worse than... Again, not to undermine what's going on with Natsuki, because it's still horrible what's going on. But still... Would it be selfish of me not to help her? Ugh, I need a nap. I lay down on the couch, and in less than a minute I'm out cold. Alright. But yeah, Natsuki, it's just not my kind. It's not my... I could be friends with her, technically, but... I really couldn't be... romantically involved with someone like that. I would never see myself do that. She's just not my type at all. Yuri and Sayori are. Those two routes were a lot more logical for someone like me. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. In the next episode we will continue to see how this continues. Click the like button if you liked it. Subscribe to join the Roman army, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later, Romans. Valete.